Like 7TG, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my gardevoir GX deck profile. I will be using this in my next league to see how I do with it, but right now I'm going to show you off. First up, I only have one guardie. We're going to just build a deck from scratch, and we're going to build it up until it's like until we have a playset of everything, and so you see how it do from here on out. And yeah, so let's start off with one copy of Gardevoir. What Gardevoir does is the Secret Spring ability when you attach a fairy energy from your hand to this Pokemon. So it's pretty good. Infinite Force does 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to it, so it can go up to a lot, like 300. And Trial GX shuffle 10 cards from your discard power into your hand, so like that can be really good for card border as well. Do want 4 copies of Curlia. Curlia has the Smack for 20 and Magical Shot for 30. It evolves into Gardevoir, and you can easily just rare candy it up as well. So that's that. I do run. If I camera, I do run 4 copies of Routes. It has Draining Kiss for 10. And next up, do not run the 4 copies of Sylveon, because I think 3 is enough. 3 Sylveon GX is enough for this deck. I just want to get that turn 1 Sylveon GX as quickly as possible, so I could use Magical Ribbon or Fairy Wind or even Pila GX for the next turn. So I have a DCE. That's it for that. Next up, I do run 4 copies of Eevee, so we can get an easy turn 1 Sylveon, because we do have a lot of fairy energies in this deck. So Eevee, what this does, you want to have the energy evolution Eevee. When you attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a card that evolved from this Pokemon. So like that's an evolution, like the new Sylveon, that new Leafeon is coming out, and the new Glaceon, you can easily use this card as well. I do run that one list of mine for that bench barrier. Pretty much all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attack, so that it can like it's your opponent's using Ninetales along Ninetales GX or the Decidueye GX, you can easily use Mr. Mime to counter that. I do want this 1 copy of DNC. What DNC does is Sparkling Voice, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it in on that Pokemon. So I think it's a little bit better than Alolan Vulpix, but I do have that in this deck as well. So I can have choices, not just one. And this is easily evolved into Gardevoir turn 2 or 3. If you have Curlia out and then you want to use Sparkling Voice, you can easily evolve into that Gardevoir. You don't even have to have Rare Candy. You don't have to search that Rare Candy for Skylight. You can just use Sparkling Voice, and there you go. Next up is Alolan Vulpix. Do have one Alolan Vulpix in this deck for that beacon attack, so you take up to 2 Pokemon. Put them into your hand and stuff for your deck. So I like it because it's any 2 Pokemon, so it could be GXs, EXs, or basic Pokemon as well. So yeah, that's what I use. That's it for the Pokemon. We do have a lot of Pokemon in this deck, but they're needed. And the supporter line do run 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. As you're new to the game and you're wondering what supporters you have, Professor Sycamore is the way to go. Discard your hand and draw 7 new fresh cards. So there you go. And yes, I still don't have ends yet. They're expensive, and I don't want to buy our own Sky Packs right now. But we do have 4 copies of Guzma. Now, what Guzma does is switch one of your opponent's best Pokemon with their active Pokemon. You do switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Really good. If you want to take a damage, like if they have even like 30 damage on them and they have some energies, it's like an easy knockout for Gardevoir. So that's really good over there overall. Next up is a replacement for N, but not really. I do want 2 copies of Wick. Now what Wick does, each player counts the cards in the hand and shuffles those cards into the deck. It doesn't really matter if they have like 6 cards in the deck. If they have like Mallow and they want a Mallow, you want to like shuffle their hand. At least find a way to shuffle the hand into the deck. So it's like a cheaper version of N, but it gets the job done. I do have 2 copies of Wick. I do want 1 copy of Gladiator. Gladiator comes in the clutch sometimes because your Gardevoir might be priced, or maybe you price 2 Gardevoirs if you have 1 in play. You might have to have Gladiator to get the other one out because you don't want to like really take out a Pokemon. So you have 1 prize card to search for that Gardevoir, and you might not even get it. So Gladiator can help you find that Gardevoir or rare candy or whatever you are looking for. Next up is Skyla. Do you want 1 copy of Skyla search for that rare candy or a choice band or even an Ultra Ball so you can get that Gardevoir out as quickly as possible, or you can do more damage to you in any way you like. Next up is Pokemon Center Lady. I do want this just to get poisoned or burned or confused, so I can easily get out of that. Or Guzma can help out as well, but you know, I like to heal up some damage as well. Do you want 1 copy of Shauna, shuffle your deck and draw 5 cards. I do want these supporters because I don't have N on me right now. And Shauna is not a bad card either, and the new supporters coming out. I will shuffle your hand and draw 6 in Ultra Sun and Ultra the new card in Ultra Sun. Do you want 1 copy of Acerola? Put 1 of your Pokemon that has any damage counter on it or cards attached to it into your hand, so it comes in handy when your Pokemon's about to get knocked out. You have Acerola, you like scoop it up, and you're good to go for your next turn. Next up is the items. Do you want 4 copies of Ultra Ball? Discard 2 cards and draw and search your deck for a Pokemon. Any Pokemon, doesn't matter. Do run I do run 3 copies of Enhanced Hammer just to get rid of some DCEs on the bench. You don't want to get rid of the DCE in the active, but getting DCEs rid of on the bench is kind of good because next time they might bring up that bench Gillespie with DCE, and they might go for that GX attack. So you really want to get rid of that DCE on the bench, but not the active, because you're gonna want to attack the active. So the Enhanced Hammer is kind of good in this deck. Next up, I do run 4 copies of Choice Band. Now what Choice Band does is its attack of the Pokemon card is attached to it, do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon GX or EX, so it's pretty good. With Gardevoir, because Gardevoir does 30 damage, and you get for each energy, and then you have this Choice Band which does even more damage, so you can go up to 3, 4, 30. So it's pretty crazy. Next up, I have 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher. Now what Rescue Stretcher does is you can either put 3 Pokemon in your discard pile into your deck and shuffle it, or you can put 1 Pokemon and then from your discard pile into your hand. So that's good to get your Guardy out. If you have Curly on the bench and your Gardevoir gets knocked out, you can easily get that Gardevoir from the discard pile instead of searching for it and then put it on that Curlier. So that's pretty cool. Next copy, I run it. It's Field Blower. 2 up to 2, any combination of Pokemon tools, cards, and stadium cards in play. So this might be like for Gardevoir or for like stadiums like Brooklyn Hill for that Buzzwole deck. So it comes in handy. And last but not least, for the items, I do want 1 copy of Rare Candy. I did buy another one, but it didn't come in the mail, which is really weird. But I did want 1 copy of Rare Candy just to quickly evolve my Gardevoir from the route instead of evolving it from the Curlia. If you're new to the game, this evolves your stage 1 Pokemon, your basic Pokemon from the stage 2 as quickly as turn 2. So you can't use this turn 1. And not least, I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Fairy Energy. I think 10 energy is a good number for any deck. And I don't have 2 DCEs. I do not have 4 DCEs on me, unfortunately, but I do run 2 DCEs as well. And that is it for the deck. Hopefully, we can do some work with this deck at the league or in any league cups. Really am looking forward to it. And yeah, this has been Lucky 7 TGG with my Gardevoir GX deck. We will get better with it, and we will try to improve our deck as well. Hopefully, you guys like this video. Subscribe if you guys are new, and this has been your boy Lucky 7 TG, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and have a great New Year's.